How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Loom Show. First one of 2019. 2019. January 3rd, 2019. Gonna wait to see if anyone shows up and take it from there. Hope everyone's having a great year so far. Hopefully. I don't know how long I'll be here, but we'll see what happens. Hello, Hunter. Welcome to the stream. So what else has happened? I don't know. Things are going okay, I guess. It's Thursday. Only thing better than Thursday right now would be Friday. Right now. Gonna wait to see who shows up and then we'll start. Oh my goodness. Hello. You are not banned. Of course not. Olivia, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Tim, welcome to the stream. I never banned you. I added every single one of your accounts. Why would I ban you? Good to see you, Olivia. Liliana. I'm glad to see you in the stream. Long time no see. That goes for you too, Tim. Welcome to the stream. How's everything in Connecticut? Get any rain lately? Here's my grape water. A miracle happened this Christmas. Well, that's cool. 44. Yeah, it's kind of cold over here. I don't know. It was cold. It was cold and then it warmed up a little bit. I think there's a little bit of a winter heat wave coming through. Your sister is back. Hey, that's great news. Really, really good news. So let me see. What else has been happening over here? Well, Christmas came and went and flew by as it usually does. And then New Year's came and went. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and that flew by like it usually does. And here we are into January already. But I don't know. It's just the days that you want to go by fast, they don't always go by fast. The days that you want to go by slow, they don't always go by slow. And of course, I know time is a constant, but how we perceive time is always, it's always a little bit more of, individual taste, I guess. Yeah, we're waiting to get some snow over here eventually, but I don't want to say the S word too often because lately we've been getting rain instead, so that's good. Rain is always better. Rain is always better than snow around here. I once had somebody get mad at me in a video because I was saying last winter how we didn't get a lot of snow because we got mostly rain. And he sent me all these comments and everything on the video saying how I was stupid and I didn't know what I was talking about because snow was a lot better. Come to find out, he was very deeply autistic and very opinionated, if you ask me, but that was just weird. Oh, snow, you can keep the snow. You can keep that snow. I don't want anything to do with it. Nah, snow is just, I'd rather have the cold weather than have the snow. I've said this 100 times. I haven't been to Connecticut since first week in August when I took a trip over to. You think you have autism? I'm sure a doctor would let you know that. Probably. something they test babies when they're still in the womb. But I went to uh, I almost lost my train of thought. I went to Connecticut to go see OCC and PJD, Orange County Choppers, and Paul Jr. Designs up in Newburgh, New York, and had to go through Connecticut to get there. I never realized how long Connecticut was. I never actually went from east to west through Connecticut, and I really liked it. Everything that I saw, I really liked, and I never travel, so to me, it was great seeing Connecticut. Other than just hitting the outskirts of Connecticut, like Mystic or where Foxwoods is. I'm never usually in Connecticut, but yeah, it's just it was a wonderful thing. I would like to be able to travel if I had the time, but with my job is not a traveling job, and I don't have the kind of time to travel, but I love the idea of going to new places and trying new restaurants and new foods and all kinds of stuff like that. I am feeling very sluggish all of a sudden. Foxwoods, my backyard. I haven't been there in many years, but I'm not a gambler. You know, I don't win when I go to places like that. So for me, instead of putting money into a slot machine, it's just easier if I just opened up the car window and threw the money out the window and used the gear shift lever up and down. It's the same thing. Hey, Mike, what's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you so much about that. Yeah, every now and then, I like to bring a little bit of a message when the feeling comes over me, and I would like to be able to do more in the new year with that. I would like to kind of pepper in some more meaningful messages, as God gives them to me. Sometimes it's something I want to share. I almost like little devotionals that might be able to help other people, and it all depends on what's happening in my life and when these things come to me, because it's I'm not exactly someone that's always dishing out all kinds of spirituality when it comes to that kind of help, but I really think that when God puts it in me to share something, I like to share it, and that means a lot to me to have you say that. I appreciate it. Foxwoods, I know a lot of people that go there. I know a lot of people that they get comp tickets because, let's face it, people are going to go for the show and they might hang around for some other stuff and spend some money. So I think they know what they're doing. But anyway, I've never seen a show at Foxwoods. I was thinking about one time going to see a wrestling show down there, but I never made it. Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate that. Hey, how you doing, Hook Moolah? One of my new friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What was that noise? That was weird. That was weird. But there's a method to everyone's madness, I think. When it's the casinos or even other shows that they comp some tickets out there, and they make money other ways because you might buy a T-shirt or buy the concession stuff or whatever. If it's a place that is for shows only, but obviously Foxwoods, they have a lot of other things going on there with restaurants and you name it. But I've never been a gambler. It's just never been something that's been in me. I mean, I have coworkers that are just. I think when they're not at work, they're at the tables. It's just. It's a bug. It's a sickness that they just have this in their mind. They can lose $100 a day for 3 days, and then on the fourth day win $50, and they tell people, "Hey, I won $50." No, you didn't win $50. No, you lost 300 this week. They don't look at it that way. They always think, "Oh, the next time, the next one's going to be the big one, the next one." And let me tell you something, honestly. I think we all know this. But honestly, casinos are there because they win most of the time. Did you ever see a casino that looked like a piece of crud? No. They all look like multi-million-dollar places because the house wins 99% of the time. That's the way I see it. I mean, when these places have banks that you can mortgage your house right then and there, I mean, it's horrible. I saw a bumper sticker once that said, "The lottery is a punishment for those that are bad at math." It makes a lot of sense. What's gambling? Gambling is when you bet money with playing cards, like poker or blackjack, or something called the roulette wheel. We have to bet on red or black, or what number the wheel is going to land on. All different stuff like that. They call them casinos. You can probably look it up on the computer for a better description of that, because I don't think I described it all that well. But these places definitely make money. Okay, now they have the best of everything, but yet people think they're going to go there and become a millionaire. They're not going to become a millionaire. They're going to take that $20 bill, like, gone. Hey, Epic SB, what's up, man? Good to see you. The Bad Company, hey, welcome, my friend, welcome. I wasn't sure if I was still stepping on Brittany's live stream or not, but I've been putting out live streams every couple of days up until the holidays, and then kind of didn't have the time for it, so I figured I'd put a quick one out now, see how long I can stay here. I have to admit, I'm just really tired for some reason right now. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, definitely. We were just talking about casinos and stuff like that. The way my live streams are, I kind of just, we talk about whatever we talk about, and hey, Drunken One, what's up? I'm doing okay. No problem, Mike. I mean, thanks for showing up. But, I treat it like a big room full of friends, and I just happen to be the one that's on camera, so since I have 10 people in here, I'm pretty impressed. My live streams have seldom held more than 15 people. I've been to a casino a couple of times in my life, but I'm not into gambling at all. And it's just not something that I was bit with. I was never bit with that bug. Nope. Just not something that I mean, I've had video games and stuff like that and downloaded on my phone. I've downloaded gambling games and everything when it doesn't mean anything. I think, that type of thing is pretty cool, video poker and stuff like that. Only on the phone, but just as a game, I have nothing to lose, and that's the way I like it. I don't care if I have nothing to gain. Look at my new profile picture. Looks like you have a halo on. Although you change your pictures a lot, so sometimes I'm never used to who's this. Oh, okay, it's Olivia. It's Liliana. That's exactly Bad Company. That's exactly the way I feel. I work hard for my money, and I'm not interested in losing it. Is not fun for me. I heard somebody say one time the best way to double your money is to take that dollar, fold it in half, and put it back in your pocket. And it kind of makes sense. My father used to always say, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Especially when the lotteries, even buying a lottery ticket, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning twice in the same day. I mean, it's almost impossible to win, so. Yeah, thanks, Epic. So I don't know. What else is going on? I figured I was feeling good. I was going to do this live stream, and all of a sudden, I feel like all the energy is draining from me. I don't buy scratch tickets. No, I mean, to me, that's another thing. I've had coworkers that have gotten into a lot of trouble with them. They'll buy scratch tickets and win $100, and then they put all the money back into more scratch tickets. Now they only win $50. So they buy 50 more scratch tickets and they win $20. They buy 20 more scratch tickets, they win $1. They just keep putting the money back until they have nothing left. It's like a disease for some people. I'd rather lose my money to the bartender. I think it's a lot cheaper to buy the alcohol and drink at home, but it's also a lot cheaper to cook food at home compared to going out to eat. So I totally understand that. And they're broke. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I've never been big into scratch tickets either. Hey, Greg, welcome, my friend. Good to see you always. How's everything in north of the border, as we say in Canada? North of the border. Things are pretty good over here. I just feel like just got tired all of a sudden. I homebrew. Hey, nothing wrong with saving some money. I stopped going to places like Dunkin' Donuts and places like that, and make my coffee at home. And it's like pennies on the dollar compared to spending like $2 for a coffee. Excuse me, here we go again. Instead of spending $2 for a coffee, I can get a whole week's worth of coffee for $2 and then some. That's like filling my thermos up every day. It's crazy. Everything is cheaper at home, and not always the most fun. Yeah, because who has the time? That's my problem. I talk about this a lot too. I just don't have the time to always do stuff at home. Taking it easy the best I can, and doing some work on the computer right now as I listen in. Yeah, it's like I work a lot of second shift, and sometimes I wish I didn't. But there's other times where I'm very, very glad I'm on second shift because I don't want to get up in the morning. Not really a day person at all. So, well, a lot of people when they complain they don't have any money, it's because they can't wait for that payday, and then it's like they get paid and they're broke by the end of the shift, or the end of the day, I should say. Now, that's not good. You know, yeah, I see it anyway. That's not good. A little closer here. Hey, Carrie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's past your bedtime. I won't say anything if you don't. Yeah, this thing just it hit 17 briefly just a few seconds ago. Starbucks. Yeah, I'm not really a strong coffee person. I'm more of a little bit more of a I don't know if I like weaker coffee. I'm just not a Starbucks person. I did find out after many many years. I did find out that I like French vanilla coffee, which is weird. Hey, Carrie, thanks for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. Um, but yeah, Dunkin'. I heard that Dunkin' Donuts is legally gonna change their name to just Dunkin', and I don't know why they would want to go through that. I won't tell Mama, I promise. Hey, Rex, welcome to the stream. Um, I don't know. It's just I make coffee at home because I usually have my thermos. The thermos is in the other room, but I just had a cup of coffee, so. Although I should have another one, even though I can't have the caffeine, that's part of the problem. But anyway, anyway, yeah. For me, I tried to get used to coffee, that black coffee, but my uncle's been drinking it that way for years, and he told me many years ago. He said, when you get used to it black, you'll never have it any other way. Well, I tried for a whole week to drink black coffee. I never got used to it. Now that I'm older, um, if I had to, I can drink it. I just don't enjoy it like I enjoy it with cream and sugar. And it has to have extra sugar for me. That's another thing. Sugar substitutes are never the same as regular sugar. Plus, they're bad for you. But that's what I use. But I didn't really lose any weight by cutting down on the sugar. So, I don't know. Maybe I should try black again. You heard I was Princess Bubbles. Well, you heard wrong because Princess Bubbles has been around a lot longer than me. And those who know say Princess Bubbles is definitely from the South with that accent, and that's not me. So you heard wrong, Rex, whoever you are. But I have to have sugar in my coffee. Have to have. I'd rather have it with cream and no sugar than have sugar with no cream. I don't like it sweet and black like that. I gotta have it. I'd rather drink it just black alone. You're probably the youngest here, Olivia, probably. Green tea, I love green tea. I absolutely love green tea. Princess Bubbles is drama, but I don't have a problem with Princess Bubbles, but I pretty much was not. I was just starting out my channel when Princess Bubbles was causing a lot of the stuff that people are mad at him or her for doing, and people think that there's many people involved. I really don't know either way, other than the fact that we were both on Loose Skunt's live streams, which he hasn't done in a while. But we were both, what do they call them? Moderators. I really don't know much about whoever's taking that over. Well, Olivia, I'm sorry. I don't read your language. I apologize. He got strikes, can't stream. Oh, I had no idea. I don't really follow all the drama. I really don't. Because you know what? I don't need it. So it rolls right off my back. YouTube drama, it's like I have so much more to worry about in real life. I really do. I love all the people I've met here. I really have, over the past, it's been a little over a year now. I made a year on December 23rd, but in that year, I've met so many great people, and the drama, you can't get away from it, but you can. It all depends on what you do with it. You either just ignore it, or you let it bother you, and I just choose not to let it bother me. I have too much that worries me in real life, really. I mean, there's too much about real life that I don't need the drama. I love the fact that I met some great people, and I've met some not so great people, but the thing is, there's an expression that says that you will drive towards whatever you're looking at. Whatever your eyes are on is what you're going to drive towards. And if you have your eyes on the drama all the time, then that's all you're going to be engulfed with is the drama. And what I've learned is that if I try to steer away from the drama, or just just let it roll off my back and say, yeah, whatever, like, that's your opinion and whatever, my life is a better life for it. And I don't need fake drama on YouTube when I have real drama in real life. That's basically all I mean. Real life is something you can't get away from most times, and YouTube is something you can just shut off. So if I'm going to let YouTube bother me, then I'm in the wrong game. When you put your face out there for potentially millions of people to see, you got to realize it's going to come with a little bit of criticism. And I've had people call me fat. Yeah, okay, wow. You call me fat? Wow, like I don't know I'm fat. Oh my goodness. What, like a kindergarten insult. Big deal, If it's not fun to drink, why drink it? Exactly. Polish, that's right. You're right, Olivia, Polish. I like the Bolthouse Farms vanilla chai tea. I've never been crazy about chai. I don't know why. Who are the bad people? Well, they're pretty much people that just come in and have their own agenda. That they come in and they just start making fun of everyone, and a whole bunch of 14-year-olds basically that they think YouTube is a big funny thing. That they just come into someone's stream and just start making fun of people or calling people names. Who needs that? I graduated kindergarten a long time ago. I don't know if anybody has me blocked. Like Ron Buckley would say, don't care. People have the right to do whatever they want on their own channel. But on my channel, I have a certain order I like to keep. I don't give drama the real estate in my brain. That's a great way. Drunken one, that's a great way to put it. I have enough things to think about without spending the time and the energy and the space in my head. Always going to be trolls on YouTube. You're 100% right. Who's my comedic inspiration? You know who I really like? Don't really see him around TV anymore, but there was a guy called The Amazing Jonathan. and did a lot of videos in the 80s and 90s, and I thought the guy was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, so Greg, this is the first comment I've seen you write in the last few minutes. I'm not sure if not, I always go back after, and if anything gets flagged by YouTube, I always go through and and make sure everything gets put on that gets put on. But uh, this is the first one I've seen you write in the last couple of minutes. Anyway, was just saying that getting involved in drama really hurt my channel. Um, I don't have a lot of drama because you meet 1,000 good people and one person hates you out of that. I mean, that I can live with that. You know, those are better odds than I get in real life. Uh, at least on YouTube, they can't stab you in the back like people do in real life. I like Lee Evans. I like for comedians. I've always liked people like Troll. I do these live streams and everyone picks on Greg. Hey, MooseTube, welcome to the stream. Another one of my newer friends. You have a great channel, man. I really appreciate it. You and your wife. I think you both probably run your channel. I'm not sure yet, but I don't mean to call you man if you're the lady of the house, but I don't know Lee Evans. No, it sounds familiar though. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. Just doing a little live stream on my break at work. There are more people that care. In what did I? I'm sorry, you probably wrote that to something I said. There's more people that care. I think there's more people that care and send good vibes towards me than don't care. I mean, I subscribe to the philosophy that that video is not of me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, MooseTube. I totally misread that. I will get to know your channel then. I just met you today, and I apologize for that. I will get to know your channel. Being at work it's kind of, I just have YouTube on in the background until I go on break, but definitely, yeah, feel free to check out my channel as well. I do a daily vlog and um, do some humor here and there. I like to get to more of the humor, but again, time constraints. But what are you gonna do? I miss Sally. Well, I don't know where Sally is. Haven't seen much from Sightseeing Sally in a long time. Wanderer Films. Welcome to the stream. YouTube is one of those, it's one of those places that it is what it is. It is what you make of it. But, oh, Olivia, I'll give you a hug. Come closer, come closer, come here. Hug for my sister. Now listen, guys, please try to... I don't want to have to block anybody from my channel. Please take it somewhere else. Rex, please. But YouTube is a place where you get blamed for things that somebody else does. But lost my train of thought. YouTube is a place where you get blamed for what other people do. You get blamed for the friends you keep. People need to blame somebody. We all need a smile. You're right, Tim. You're right. We all get to the point where we have friends, and we all get to the point where we're going to back up our friends. But I'm the type of person, If my friends, and I've said this before, if my friends have a problem with each other and it doesn't concern me, I keep out of it. Yet, people have brought me into the middle of things where it had nothing to do with me, and then you get blamed because of the company you keep and everything. Okay, that's fine. They want to bring the drama. I just look the other way, don't need it, don't care, don't need it. Oh. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever come onto my channel. Yeah, it happens once in a while. Sorry, bad company, but there's people who on YouTube that get accused of having multiple channels. There's people who you block one channel and another one comes up because all you have to do is just start a new channel with another name and controlling channels, but you can't stop them. When they pop up, if you don't like it, you just have to block every single one of them, but they can just make an endless supply. All I try to say is that just because someone is friends with someone doesn't mean that they're not friends with other people. This is YouTube, okay? This isn't the Civil War where you're either North or you're South. There isn't just two factions here. I could be friends with people, but when people blame me for giving up information that I didn't give up and stuff like that, I mean, that's up to them. I know what I did and I know what I didn't do. When it comes to life, the stuff that I did and feel sorry for, then I own up to it. The stuff that I didn't do, I was told way back when, if you didn't do something, then you fight to the death saying that you didn't do it. Go after the real people. Listen, I have nothing against anybody. I really don't. I'm the type of person that I turn every cheek on my body, okay? I'm an easy target. And if they're making fun of me, they're leaving somebody else alone. But you're never gonna get the rise out of me. Like some people, they get defensive or they get very mad, they get very mean. And I fight my battles in a different way. I choose to just ignore. Because when people want attention, the worst thing you can do is ignore them. Believe me, I'm an only child, I know. If you need attention and you don't get it, it's worse. So, the only other thing is to seek legal action. So, I mean, a lot of people have threatened to do that on here too. It's very, very easy. I mean, there's enough lawyers out there to gag a maggot, let me tell you. It's the internet. Yeah, it's great. You know what? I'm even for having a fake feud with someone. As long as you set the ground rules and say, hey, let's make some drama, but he, no one will know that we're just, we don't mean it, that we're just making things interesting. All someone has to do is say that to me, and that's hey, that's cool because, you know, but that's not as fun for some people. I don't know. It is what it is. Just making sure I'm all caught up on my things here. So I don't know. Olivia, I'm the oldest child of 3, and I'm the baby. Yeah, it's like, I've heard of people having fake feuds before, but if it's like pro wrestling. I'm a big pro wrestling fan, but you have your good guy and your bad guy, and behind the scenes they're both friends and they're working towards telling a story out there. It's a storyline type thing, and I mean, the trolls are like the heels, and people like me are like the heel is the bad guy, and the good guy is the baby face, and I'm all for fake feuds and everything, but you got people who They talk stupid sometimes. My dad told me I was young, sticks and stones. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, it's an old expression, Hunter, but for me, words can hurt a lot, but only if you let them. Things can only hurt if you let them hurt. Yeah, you're right, Greg. Oh, this is probably real. I don't know. I mean, with me, no one. I don't have a problem with anybody right now. I really don't. I never had a problem with anybody. Sometimes I will go to the point of trying to prove my innocence in every way I can, and if somebody still doesn't want to accept any apology or any, like I'll even apologize if I didn't do anything, just to keep the peace. It's just easier that way. Say, hey man, if you think I did something against you, I didn't. But if me saying I'm sorry, if you think I wronged you, me saying I'm sorry is going to help that, then I'm sorry. But I think deep down inside, people know I had nothing to do with anything that happened, but they just look for someone to blame because I happen to be friends with somebody. I mean, it's YouTube. It's not real life. It's YouTube. I've never seen any YouTuber in real life. In the year I've been here, I've never met or collaborated with any YouTuber in real life. It's like people at work. Are they coworkers or are they friends? You have your coworkers, then you have your friends. But some people are work friends and some people are not. Some people are closer, but if my work friends have problems with other people at work, that doesn't make it my problems. Yeah, Olivia, you're gonna end up going to bed. I know it's kind of late where you are. 3 a.m. Ooh, that's late. It's almost 9 here at night. I'm all for, burying the hatchet when it comes to stupid stuff. But I mean, when I didn't even do anything, and if I did do something against somebody, all they gotta do is let me know what it was that bothered them, and I'll be more than happy to apologize. But no, that's not the same as, spreading lies and saying, well, JJ did this and JJ did that. Well, anybody that knows me knows those are just lies. Because I'm not that way. That's that's YouTube drama. I steer clear of it. YouTube trolls, they'll just keep making channels and you just keep blocking them. Oops. I lost my tongue. State I'm in. I'm right on the border of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. I'm in Rhode Island. I'm in southern New England. State of confusion. Oh, that's some other people I know. Real life and YouTube. Hey, Tex, welcome, welcome, welcome. I saw a comment by you on somebody's video today, Tex, and didn't know it was you because of the new picture until I absolutely read the name, which only took me about half a second later, but I know my brother well. Well, that's good. Georgia, oh, Georgia. Everything I've heard from people that have seen Georgia say it's beautiful in Georgia. I used to fish Block Island often. Block Island, I'll tell you, Block Island is. We are so small over here, but we have so much. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely gorgeous where we are because of the seascape and the beaches and the coastland and everything we need is within 20 minutes of no matter where you live in Rhode Island. It's amazing. Growing up in such a small state, you get used to it. That's why when I traveled through, and I'm not sure if he's still here, if Tim is still here, might have left. But that's when I traveled through to get to New York, to get to Newburgh, New York. I had to go from east to west through Connecticut. And it took me forever because Connecticut is so big compared to Rhode Island. Yeah, we got a lot of great fishing here, saltwater and freshwater, because we have a lot of ponds and streams and things like that. So it's pretty cool. I have 2 sisters. Yeah, that's kind of weird to have 2 the same name. What's up with that? That reminds me of George Foreman. People say George Foreman had or has 5 sons. He named them all George. I'm always trying to get you to 20 viewers. I mean, I had 20 viewers once in my live streaming career in the last year, and I thought I had it a couple of weeks ago, but it says I only had 19. Yeah, if anybody can share this on their social media or something, I would love to. I'm down to 15 again. I would love to break that record. I know somebody had a live stream earlier today. They have just about as many uh, followers as I do, subscribers as I do. And they had a steady 28 in there, and I'm like, oh, shoot, man, I wish that was me. XTV World, hello, hello, hello. He also said he had a favorite George. Okay, I guess I missed the joke. I think he got 17 tonight. I saw 17 flash up here briefly, and then it was here for a while after, but the older Victoria, which would be pronounced Victoria, I apologize. I don't want to talk about what happened. Oh, I get it. I know what you're talking about. Ah, I see. I'm up at 17 again. Oh, down to 16 again. Someday I'll hit that 21. I keep growing my channel, so... George Foreman's sons. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Somebody asked George Foreman, I believe, whether or not it's a joke, I don't know, but I believe that somebody asked George Foreman, why did you name all your sons George? And he said, because it's just a lot more simple when it's supper time, you just call out one name. And I want to say, boy, if that's true, this guy is extremely lazy. Because you don't even have to call people by name for supper unless people are... Not everyone's eating supper in your household, you know what I mean? You know, if it's supper and you have a lot of people over, you just have to say, hey, supper's on, or dinner time, or food's here, or whatever. You don't even need to call individual names. I don't know. Just know I'm happy. Well, okay, I'm very happy that you're happy. But yeah, hopefully I can get up to 21, you know. So small little things make me happy, but I keep growing my channel little by little. People show up, they say hi, they leave. But just so everyone knows, I use the word troll. I don't mean the word troll. Not everyone is a troll. A troll is basically somebody that is just here to cause problems for everyone. And they're not real people because they don't have real content or anything. There's some people who pretend to be trolls because they have a channel where they're very active, and then they have their secret little channel that nobody knows it's them, and they do all kinds of havoc with that. That's like an alter ego type thing. Did I put the wrong date? I apologize. What did I put? The 3rd? The 4th? I probably did. I always go back and check all that stuff after. BR549, hello, welcome, welcome. You know, not everyone, I wasn't calling you a troll, but I think a lot of people are good people and they have great content, but they just choose to focus on certain people for whatever reason. I didn't know people did that. Yeah, it depends on what you want to get out of YouTube. You know, some people, they never put content out. They just like to watch. They never have a video out. They're just supporters. They use YouTube like an extenuation of television. But MooseTube, thanks for being here, man. I will definitely check out your channel more as the days and weeks happen, and I will be very active. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, to be more active with my supporters. What's that behind me? Is it a troll? No, it's like the walls like soundproofing over here. I work in a music and theater arts, music and theater performing arts building, and a lot of these small rooms, they have pianos, and some of the walls have this absolutely horrible thing. When you're a janitor, it's the absolutely horrible thing to try to sweep up all the time and vacuum up. It's supposed to be soundproofing, but it all ends up being like these little pieces that all fall to the floor all the time. But I don't like to call people trolls because not everyone is a troll. There's some people who are great people, and the trolling is just all in fun. And if people are all for fun, that's I can take that, okay? I'm a big target and I'm an easy target. I can take it. But there's such a thing as a friendly insult, and there's such a thing as, cutting to the bone. And believe me, I don't need it. So I choose not to be uh, I choose not to dwell on the people who don't, you don't have to treat me with respect, but you don't have to spread lies about me either, because that's just stupid. You know, it's a lot harder to be good than it is to be bad. Remember that. You don't have to teach a kid yes, you have to teach them no. And not enough people here have been taught no. That's the problem. Would I agree that Lou takes stuff too far? I think Lou is what he portrays on camera, I think is an extenuation of talking about the stuff that bothers him. And I've seen him complain about people that the next week he's best friends with. And I think a lot of that is just getting stuff off his chest. And if he ever did it against me, I wouldn't take it to heart, because it's just YouTube. He doesn't actually show up on someone's door, threatening to go beat them up, but he tells people, if you ever want to meet me, just let me know, and we could discuss this men to men, man to man, mano a mano. And that's just his way of dealing with things. That's not my way of dealing with things, because I have a different kind of channel here. But I don't have a problem with Lou, because he has the right to do what he wants to do on his channel, and he's gotten strikes before on his channel also. So, it comes with, you make videos like that uh, for a reason, because that's what you want to do. Sometimes people complain and he gets strikes and whatnot, but I have nothing against what he wants to do on his channel, because no one's forcing me to watch anybody. If I don't like something, I don't have to watch it. And people, if they don't like what he does, they have the ability to not watch it. But I think sometimes a lot of people want to watch because they want to see what's going on, and they want to see who's the next one that's going to get their butthole in a frenzy. And you know, it's great entertainment if people let it be entertainment. But I think it's the people that fight back that the people that he just continues to just talk about, and that's up to him. That's his channel. And I watch a lot of people's videos. I watch his videos. I watch people with cooking shows. I watch people with uh, explorer videos and whatnot. It's YouTube. That's what it's here for. We make videos for people to watch. If people don't want to watch, they don't have to watch. No one's twisting anybody's arm to watch anybody, and that includes me. People enjoy watching train wrecks. People enjoy watching dead bodies. People enjoy everyone, to each his own. Lou's second channel, he has a couple of hundred subscribers on there. It's the bottom of YouTube. That's what we all are. I have 1,100 subscribers, and I've never had more than 20 people in a live stream. Numbers are nothing. I just had 18. That's wonderful. Numbers are nothing. It all depends on what people want to watch. But I think people should just realize that it's YouTube. It's not real life. Does he take things too far? That sounds like something that, it's overthought. I think you overthink it just a little bit. Because it's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's free entertainment. No, it's not. I'm sorry, bad company. It's not fun to clean up the stuff from the ceiling either. But being a janitor is what I chose to do, and I really, really like it. Lou supports all kinds of channels. Lou has watched countless videos from all different people, from even like Rosie D, sweet people like Rosie D, and he watches hard rock stuff. I mean, he's all over the place with his likes and dislikes, but that's all of us. Hey, Coop437, how are you? Welcome. Hiya. Um, I think everyone has a certain persona that they let the people see. And then there's the person that people don't see. The real life JJ, Are they one and the same? I try to put my best foot forward all the more because I'm sharing this with everyone out there, potentially millions. Once you put it on YouTube, it's there forever. Even if you delete it, it's there somewhere forever. So potentially millions of people can see this. So you try to be at your best behavior. I don't know. See, I don't know of any families he went after personally. Me and him don't talk about stuff like that. If he went after people's families, then that's between him and the people that he did that to or with. But that's also been done to him, and it's been done to a lot of people on YouTube where they've been doxxed. And um, I mean, I'm not for doxing at all. If people do it, I have no control over that. But saying that someone is endorsing hate, I treat it like it's YouTube. This is YouTube. This is a form of entertainment. That's why I choose not to let anything bother me on here. And when things get a little bit out of hand, I make a video, I get it all out, and I move on. I don't make too many hate videos in a row. My videos where I get a little bit more down and dirty do a lot better for the ratings. But that's not what I'm up for. I'm not about being someone that I'm not. If you knew me in real life, this is the person that you see. This is the face that you see. This is how I dress. This is what my beard looks like. I wear glasses. I'm overweight. This is me. You want to see a character? Then when I put the mask on and do my Thai videos or anything like that, then that's a character. Um, I comment on videos because uh, so many people watch videos and never put a comment. But how else are people going to know you're supporting their channel if you don't write a comment? Every video I watch, I put a comment on. If it's a video that's, if I watched it, excuse me, I try to say something that pertains to the video in a positive way for the most part. I don't think I've ever watched a video without commenting, unless it was just someone that I don't follow and watched part of the video and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But for the people that I subscribe to, I watch videos and I comment, and that goes for everyone. I have no problems with anybody. And if Lou has problems with anybody, that's individual to him and things that have happened to him. I'm not going to speak for anybody. I don't see Lou's channel as being hateful because I treat it like entertainment. And even someone like Mark Fun Jones has said numerous times on YouTube that he gets a big kick out of the banter back and forth. And if more people had that kind of a attitude towards it, if it was just banter back and forth, then that's YouTube, and that's something that at the end of the day, it's like having an argument on a computer. Neither person is gonna end up doing anything about it. But hey, Olivia, have a good night. I got away from commenting on people's videos for a long time, and I'm trying my best to comment whenever I watch a video. Helps everyone. Yeah, I mean, even if I, put a comment for just, a few little words at something. So, Jay, Lou attacked my wife, Ranger's wife, Chad's wife. Oh, see, all stuff that I didn't know. When I talk to Lou, we don't talk about any stuff like that. Stuff that he says, I have no way of knowing if it's true or not. And if stuff like that, if he has said stuff and you couldn't work it out with him, or how he finds this stuff out, I don't know. I mean, I'm not into doxing anybody, but I mean, people have attacked me, and that's you take it to a point where either it bothers you and you do something about it, or it doesn't. And that's what the blocking feature is. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't do the blocking feature, right? Because they should do it like Facebook. When you block someone, they no longer see that you exist on YouTube. That's what they should do. But he calls a lot of people names, you're right. And I've seen him call people names, and the next week he's friends with them again. I mean, him and Princess Bubbles, or him and Carpetbagger, or people like that. I mean, every time we've ever talked on the phone, we never talk about anybody. Are you the AS that I hear about? No, Aaron's not AS. You do them. Yeah, they need to be. You're 100% right. But if anyone has a problem with Lou, they should take it up with Lou. If I choose to be friends with someone, it's not because of anything that they do on YouTube. You know, if I support someone's channel, all I do is watch videos just like everyone watches the videos. He'll put a video out within 10 minutes. He has more people, more views on that video than I have on mine after 24 hours. So obviously people are watching them. They're watching them for entertainment, and anything that happens with anybody's wives or whatever, I mean, that's between Lou and anybody else. That has nothing to do with me. Oh, see those comments. I'll tell you exactly what the laughing is. We do this thing on the phone where, because I love humor, but he tells these jokes on the phone and stuff like that, and I go into my Thai laugh and everything. That's all that is. And if that type of thing, believe me, see that it was an inside joke type thing, but that type of thing, you're right. It's coming across as wrong. I won't do that anymore. It does. I know, Aaron. I hear exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. That's just like my craziness of the that whole like the Lou laugh. There's one here that's bugging me. That's all that is. But I know what you're saying. I won't do that anymore. Hey Lou, speak of the devil. I'm a moderator on his channel, but I only moderate when he does a live stream if I happen to be on the live stream, and he hasn't done one in a long time. Bad company, you're right. You're 100% right. All I mean, let me move this a little bit. All I mean is that when I support someone, I support them. I support their channel. And I watch videos because if you support someone, you watch their videos. But no one forces me to watch anybody's videos. No one forces me to go out and watch people I don't want to watch. And no one puts me in the middle because I don't have to be in the middle of anything that doesn't concern me. Like I said, I write comments on everyone's videos that I watch. I think that when it comes to me, and I'm only going to speak for myself here, but when it comes to me, I treat YouTube like a drama-free zone. I try to live in a drama-free zone. I try to work in a drama-free zone, and I try to make videos in a drama-free zone. The drama is hard to avoid sometimes. Text, sometimes I don't get all the jokes. You're right, because even me, I'm friends with certain people, but certain people, I don't know what's going on in real life sometimes. I don't talk to many people at all outside of YouTube. Stingray is one, and Lou is the other. Other than that, everyone else I just know from YouTube. I don't condone anything against anybody. I don't put anything behind any type of wrath or anything. For me, it's just if somebody does a video and I watch it, and then I'm blamed for supporting that video, then so should the other 500 people that watched it too. If someone does a video that's wrong, there's other ways to go about getting that video taken down than complaining about the person's friends. And I know what you're saying about my comments, but I mean, I didn't know that that's how it was taken. I won't do that anymore. And I'm easy going. I don't know. I don't, you know, I get blamed for being in the middle, but I don't take sides. I never really did take sides. If something bothers me, I talk about it. Um, but it's YouTube. For me, it's not real life. I have real enemies, okay? I'm sure there's people I work with that want to stab me in the back. But that's everywhere and that's everybody. But YouTube, I try to make a drama-free zone, but, and I've said this before, I actually started making content because of Lou. Because I did an Adam Nawu search. Instead of just going on his channel, I did an Adam Nawu search, and I found a video from Camo Dave, and I found a video from Lou. And Camo Dave was talking about how Adam, he was in his car. I even forget what the video was about. He was talking about Adam Nawu. In Lou's video, he was talking about how Adam Nawu, instead of Florida was hit a year and a half ago with that big, they thought it was going to be a bigger storm. I mean, it was a huge storm. They thought it was going to be a bigger hurricane than it was, but people were hunkering down, and Adam Nawu didn't go to help his parents. And it kind of made a lot of sense to me. I started watching them. That's without any backstory or anything. I just started watching them, and that was my old channel. Where did everyone go? It says I still have 13 people in there. Yeah, Candy used to go on Candy streams a lot way back. I don't as much anymore. I have nothing against her at all. I just time constraints. It just depending on what time of the year. Well, I don't I don't get to know too much about what people are outside of YouTube. I just know what they put on YouTube, and that's how I judge most people. But uh, I've never had anything against Candy at all. To this day, I still don't. But she kind of does her own thing as far as I'm concerned now. She's got that Adventures with a Stranger channel. Well, Lou said it, I didn't. Lou wrote it, I didn't. I mean, I'm not his father. I'm not going to say, hey, Lou, don't write that kind of thing. I mean, what I do is anything that's not appropriate, I can go and delete after the live stream is over. But I can't tell people not to. But I support. So I'm guilty by association, is what you're saying. So because Lou talks about people, I'm guilty by association. Is it Flyboy Glenn? No, I'm sorry. I didn't know what his name was. In this country, someone who robs a bank, they don't put his mother and father in jail. If someone does something you don't like, you go after the person. So basically, anyone that says the F word, in real life or whatever, I'm supposed to be a mother and father type and, say, hey, don't say that stuff around me and everything. Nobody does that. You have a problem with somebody, you go to the person. I'm 44 years old. Lou's in his 40s. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I'm driving it because I'm on. Okay, let me get this straight. Because this is my stream, and Lou says something, I'm guilty. But if he says it on his video, I'm guilty also. Do you hear what you're saying though? There's two sides to every coin. Or there's three sides, actually. There's, your side, my side, and the truth. But did I say anything about anybody's wives? No. Have I ever said anything about anybody's wives on here? So how am I blamed for that? And I don't mean blamed, but I mean, how am I in trouble because somebody says something? Whether it's Lou or anybody else. I mean, nobody sees my side of it. I mean, if I say something about somebody, then by all means, it's about me. No, see, but people want to try to see. I try to fight with logic, and the logic stands. Yeah, and you're 100% right, Greg. You're 100% right. The logic stands, though. Hey, good night, Tex. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a minute also because my break is almost over. But the logic stands. If someone does or says something you don't like, you go after the person. This isn't the old West days where everyone has a gang and you're gonna kill everyone in the gang because as long as there's somebody still standing, then it's the Hatfield and McCoys. This isn't what it's like. Somebody says something, you can't go after all their friends and blame them because they're friends with somebody. Take care, Greg. See you next time. I mean, don't be mad at me for something somebody else says. Get mad at me for something I said. I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm the first one to say, okay, well, Aaron said that's something that I put on the comment. It comes across as something. Okay, I understand. I won't do that anymore. I will do my part. It's something that I did. So I don't know. Well, I'm going to be wrapping this up in a minute. If anyone has anything else to say, now's the time. So basically, anybody that read that is part of the cheering them on. Did I say, yeah, Lou, you tell him? How is that cheering someone on? Hey, Bad Company, thanks for being here, man. My live streams are not usually like this. They're usually a lot more boring, let me tell you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. So basically, if someone does something, everyone's just supposed to walk away and say, oh, I don't want any part of this. Oh yeah, go back and look at some of my live streams, and it's like watching paint dry sometimes. I said this before. No, you call 911. Okay, so you call 911. So that's a real beatdown. But on YouTube, somebody says something that's wrong. Who do you call? I totally say if someone is saying things about somebody, their words. If someone is saying that they're going to go and rape someone's wife, well, then you call 911. You call the cops. I mean, there's such a thing as threatening people or whatever, but the YouTube arguments, it's not worth it. Hey, Earl, yeah, you missed a big one. Go back and look at the replay because I'm just about done here. I got to get back to work. But, again, guilty by association. I'm sorry that people think that. If people think that that's the way I am, then no one forces you to watch. No one forces you to stay subscribed. Because who needs it? Yeah, that's because of who was here. You can't be friends with somebody because, they might say something, Unbelievable. But you know what? It's time for me to clean up my subscriber list too. The people I'm subscribed to. If people want to be that way, fine. Who needs it? Who needs it? You know what? If I say something, go against me. If one of my friends says something, then go against them. It's like I said before, somebody can make 20 different channels, 20 different email addresses. It takes like 15 seconds to set up an email address. All I got to say is, when it comes to YouTube, take things with a grain of salt. It's really not worth it. So anyway, I'm going to call this right now. I support a lot of positive channels. BR549. I support a lot of positive channels. You can go around YouTube and you can find my comments on all different people's channels, from Ruthie D and Rosie, God rest her soul. She was just she was the most positive person I knew. You know, I'd follow some of the people she followed, and I've been on people's channels that had nothing to do with Lou. Okay, I mean, I've been on Mark Von Jones's live streams. I've been all over the place. I go where I go. I support all different people. It has nothing to do with anybody other than myself. You know, the thing is, if I'm friends with someone, I'm friends with them because I choose to be friends with that person. It has nothing to do with YouTube. I have YouTube friends, yes, and I have friends in real life. I have friends at work. I have friends in my life. I have friends on YouTube. I have friends on Facebook. But, you know, if someone has a problem with something that somebody else says, go to them. You don't have to subscribe to me. If you're going to hate me because of the company I keep, then don't subscribe to me. Earl, you know what? It's like, you know, they want to open up a can, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother. Somebody puts out a YouTube video. You can support somebody, you know. To me, it's YouTube. All it is YouTube. Is that Junior Samples? I've heard that expression before, Junior Samples. Where have I heard that before? You know, people want to make it about factions. It doesn't have to be about factions. But people want to do that. That's fine. You know, I don't own YouTube. I don't own my channel. I put stuff on my channel. YouTube owns it. But you know what? If that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. Hee-haw, that's where it was. That's where it was. But anyway. This is what I mean. This is what I was saying before. YouTube is YouTube. There's a little bit of drama here, a little bit of drama there, but, you know, it's just YouTube. It's not stuff to lose sleep over. Does anybody agree with me? YouTube is not anything to lose sleep over. People can say what they want, but we're all thousands of miles away from each other. You know, it's up to people what they choose to believe and what they choose to watch. And if somebody really bothered me, I wouldn't watch them. But then there's always going to be that other person. Hey, did you hear what so-and-so said about you? No, and I don't care. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? Right. Right. But the thumbs down, I don't care. I'm not popular enough for it to bother me. A view is a view. People that thumbs down, that's fine. It's going to stop me from becoming a millionaire or something? I don't make any money off this. Junior Samples was the used car dealer on Hee-Haw. BR549. BR549, do you have another channel? You talk like somebody that's been around a long time. I have a second channel that I'm barely ever on. I don't know. Maybe it's because I work a job 50-something hours a week and take care of 2 households and everything. Maybe that's why I don't have time for baloney, you know? I don't have time for 20 different videos and 20 different channels, and maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe because I'm never home. home a couple hours a day. I don't know. But whatever. Anyway, I'm going to call this, sorry if anyone felt ignored or if anyone felt weird because of what happened, but hey, that's YouTube. I I apologize, BR549. I apologize if anything I have said or done has seemed wrong or anything like that. And by all means, if you want to talk about this more, we can talk through comments, or my email address is on every one of my videos. I like to try to hear other people's side of it, and I know what people say sometimes, but you know, it's sometimes I don't like to leave on bad terms. So if anything I've said tonight has irritated anyone, then I sincerely apologize. But again, I don't force anybody to watch me. So if the only way that you're gonna feel better is by not watching me, then I understand. By not supporting me, I understand. But I love to talk things out. So that being said, whether you were here for a minute, 10 minutes, or the whole hour and 16 minutes, I love you all. Take care. Have a great rest of the evening. I understand BR549, but I'm here if anyone wants to talk. And everyone knows my email address is on every one of my videos. This has been the Illuminator, and I'll be back.